Hey guys, welcome back, fellow mystery seekers. This is no ordinary update. Today we're diving deep, and I mean deep, into episode 20 of season 12 of The Curse of Oak Island. This episode didn't just hint at treasure, it delivered questions that shake the bedrock, literally and historically. So buckle in. Because in this script, we're not just reviewing what happened, we're decoding it. Let's talk swamp walls, axe-cut beams, seismic clues, and the relentless pull of a centuries-old legend that refuses to let go. Let's start at the swamp, an area that's more mystery than mud. Now, Fred Nolan, legend, surveyor, and island. Visionary, swore decades ago that he saw something in the northern swamp. Not a treasure chest, not a gold coin, but something far more important, a wall. Not just any wall, a man-made structure of massive stones that, if it is what they think it is, could be a dam, a seawall, or a Templar-era barricade built to control water and conceal secrets. Fast forward to today, Rick Lagina and Tom Nolan are uncovering this supposed wall. And let me tell you, it's not just a scatter of boulders. It's aligned, it's deliberate, it's calculated. Something happened here, and it wasn't natural, but it doesn't stop there. Wedged between those stones, a piece of wood. Not just driftwood, not debris, a beam, axe cut, no signs of chainsawing. The kind of timber that screams, "Someone built this." Meanwhile, on Lot 5, beads begin to emerge from the earth. Again, these aren't modern beads. These are centuries-old trade beads, and Emma, using XRF analysis, confirms something brilliant. The red coloring is due to copper content. Ancient, handcrafted, valuable not just in worth, but in narrative. This could tie directly into the story of global explorers, of transatlantic trade, and yes, even of secret societies who may have traveled far from European shores, leaving behind cryptic traces on this tiny Nova Scotian island. Now let's head over to the Money Pit. The team's been drilling a shaft called RP3, targeting the legendary Shaft 6 tunnel, an alleged conduit to the original Money Pit where untold riches may lie hidden. The shaft has reached 115 feet. Pressure spikes. The team senses something. And then, jackpot, boom, out comes wood. Not scraps, not fragments, an entire beam. And not from 20 years ago. This is old wood. This moment right here, it's electric, because it proves, beyond a doubt, that there is a tunnel. It confirms decades, no centuries of searcher theories. And if there's a tunnel, then what was it protecting? What did it once carry? We're standing on the edge of revelation, or so it seems. But treasure hunting, especially on Oak Island, isn't just about the highs. The shaft hits 118 feet. They expected gold, jewels, artifacts, but instead, just packed clay. Let that sink in. After months of prep, years of planning, and over 2 centuries of obsession, nothing. Or is it? Because remember that collapse a few weeks ago. A natural solution channel deep beneath the island, swallowing earth, debris, and maybe the treasure itself? The team is forced to consider a heartbreaking theory. The treasure isn't gone, it just fell, farther, deeper than they've ever gone, into the belly of the bedrock itself, but the island isn't done speaking. Steve Guptill steps in. This isn't just about rocks, it's about geometry, precision, and ancient engineering. He sees the line of boulders and says what everyone's thinking, but no one dared to voice out loud. You might have a seawall, a structure built to hold back tides, storms, or keep something hidden. Imagine the manpower it took, the design, the purpose. This isn't random. It's a barrier, a statement, a secret encoded in stone. And if this connects with the medieval map Zena Halpern once shared, marked with La Barrage, a dam, then the implications are staggering. Marty's frustrated. Rick's hopeful. The crew's exhausted. But they're not quitting. Because this isn't just about finding gold anymore. It's about proving that this island holds a mystery greater than riches. One that could connect the Knights Templar, ancient explorers, and lost civilizations in ways we never imagined. They've found beams, walls, tunnels, beads, maps, collapse zones. It all connects, but not yet completely. The picture's forming, and it's so close you can taste it. So what did we learn from episode 20? That the truth hides not just beneath the island, but in the layers of effort, belief, and obsession poured into every dig. That the answers aren't always in treasure chests. They're in the alignment of rocks, the cut of an old beam, the copper in a bead. This isn't failure. This is the prelude to discovery. And let's not forget the emotional weight behind this search. For Rick, Marty, and the team, this isn't just about gold or gemstones. This is about proving that the story, the legend, is real. That sacrifices made by those who came before, from Fred Nolan to Dan Blankenship, weren't in vain. When Rick stood by that swamp wall, staring at boulders possibly placed centuries ago, you could see it in his eyes. Belief. It's not just the science or the theories, it's faith. Let's talk strategy, because that's where the team shines. They don't just dig blindly. Every movement is data-driven. Steve Guptill maps elevations and orientations to within fractions of an inch. Emma pulls out trace elements from tiny beads. Laird Niven keeps the team grounded in archaeological discipline. It's a blend of passion and precision, emotion and engineering. And that's why they're still in this fight when most others would have walked away decades ago. Now here's where it gets wild. If this seawall or dam is indeed real, and if it was used to hold back the ocean to create the swamp, then the swamp itself is man-made. That changes everything, because that means someone centuries ago had the tools, the manpower, and the motive to terraform part of Oak Island. You don't do that unless you're hiding something big, something sacred, something worth risking, everything to protect. And then there's the map, the one given by Zena Halpern. It was controversial. People doubted it. But now, with evidence of the wall, right where La Barrage was marked, skepticism is turning into vindication. It ties Oak Island not just to European colonists, but potentially to the Knights Templar. That's right, warrior monks who disappeared with untold treasure in the 1300s, only to possibly resurface on a foggy island off the coast of Nova Scotia. Is it far-fetched? Maybe. But so is the swamp wall, until now. That's the genius of this show. It takes you on a journey where skepticism and belief collide, where history and myth start to blend, where a bead, a boulder, or a wooden beam isn't just an object, it's a breadcrumb. A clue left behind in a centuries-old treasure hunt where the line between reality and legend gets blurrier with each scoop of dirt. But here's the question that haunts us all. What if the treasure really did fall into that solution channel? Think about it. All the tunneling, all the collapses, all the missing evidence, it could all point to one thing, that the treasure was successfully hidden in a void deeper than any team has yet reached. That would mean everything found so far, beads, coins, structures, are just the breadcrumbs leading to the true endgame. That deep, mysterious channel could be the final vault, the real X on the map. And if that's the case, then we're at the tipping point. The team is staring down a decision. Do they go deeper than ever before? Do they risk one final massive dig in the hopes that the solution channel holds the truth? Because the deeper they go, the higher the cost, but also the higher the reward. And let's face it, after 230 years, they've come too far to stop now. So where does that leave us, the viewers? We're on this journey too. We've seen the highs, the finds, the maps, the mysterious symbols, and we've felt the lows, collapsed shafts, dead ends, and empty tunnels. But here's the truth. As long as there's one more rock to turn, one more scan to run, one more theory to test, we'll be here. Because Oak Island isn't just a show, it's our mystery now. And next time, when that hammer grab descends into the unknown, when the swamp reveals another secret, or when that final vault is breached, you and I will be watching. Because something is there, something ancient, something buried, and something just might be about to surface.